What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Hope everybody's having a great week. I have the pleasure of having Mr. Wayne Webers, the president of the Atlanta Car Modelers Enthusiast, in the shop tonight. He's not in the shop, but he's sitting right over there. Which he's here in the show with me tonight. But we're going to talk about the post ACME experience, and I tell you what. Wayne, I know you and I had a conversation Sunday morning after the 2023 ACME Southern Nationals, and it was like, hey man, I got a hangover, but it's a plastic hangover. But what about you? What's your thoughts on this year's show?
Man, we didn't know what to expect. We really didn't, with changing venues and things. And it was funny. I was talking with Joe Fotsky, and before we got into the show, he was concerned we weren't going to have as many models as we would typically have. And I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried we're not going to have a lot of spectators or general admission people. Well, we were both wrong. The show exceeded our expectations in every area except one, and I'll explain that as we get into here. But first off, thank you to everybody that came to the show, the vendors, the people that came in just to see the models, and the people that built models and brought them in and put them on the tables, the folks at the Clarence Brown Conference Center, the team up at the Marriott Courtyard. I mean, everybody worked hard, and I think, it paid off. I had a great time. I was busier than I can't remember much of it, but I do remember what I did see, and that I had a wonderful time.
I think we all did. I tell you, it was just phenomenal. It's such a it takes a year leading up to the show, and it seems like it's a blur the whole week.
It's like getting ready for Thanksgiving Day dinner.
Exactly.
You work all week getting the food ready,
yep.
And 25 minutes later, it's done, and you kind of go, huh? But it was great. Some statistics on the show. We had 166 people enter models. There were 939 models entered.
Wow.
Somebody said there was more on the table because you count the dioramas, or that people had something on a trailer. They were counting it as two.
I was one of them. I had a trailer bill.
And so 939 models, a record for us. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 350 to 370 general admission people came in, which is also a record. I remember looking outside at 9:30, and they were lined up outside into the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I heard that later in the day, somebody went outside and they were parking in the very last row of the parking lot. So
that's
next year we may be running the shuttle across the highway to the junior college.
Yeah.
We'll do. We had entrance from 24 states and Canada.
Yeah, and Canada. I know our good friend. I know of one, which was Peter McDonald.
Yes.
Good to see him back down here, and he was a recipient. He was one of the winners of the Grex Airbrush.
Yes.
Congratulations to him. And I know as far, I want to say I don't want to say California, but I do know Arizona for sure,
and Oregon,
right.
In Washington State. So
yep. So
and so really pleased about that.
Yep.
Every show you have a glitch or two, and we have things we're working on. We're trying to look at a way to really make our registration process even better and easier for people.
Yeah, that was one of the things that it was kind of, through the week, we had a couple of hiccups, and I know you and I talked a couple of days prior to the ending of the pre-registration with people that, hey, there's a it's not doing this, it's not doing that, and I was like, hey, I'll try to get you an answer. So, but that was. That was just one of the things that some people brought to my attention. Pre-registration, but trying to simplify that. We're just going to streamline.
We had 12 spouses volunteer this year to help. First time that's happened. They made a huge difference with things. So I was very, very happy with that. We talked about missing the church. And
I want you to hit on that, because last Friday, was it last Friday? Yeah, the Friday, because I did a live stream at the Host Hotel the Friday of the show, and then the next Friday was when I know you and I had talked earlier about, and I told everybody in my live stream on that Friday night after the show that this is phenomenal, and we do miss the people at the church, we really do. But tell them what we're presenting them.
For sure. We were going to, as a club, we said, we'll do $500 to help offset things. So that was in our mind. Through donations made at the show, people coming up and giving me money saying, hey, this is for the church, we will be donating $1,500 to the church to help them send kids to Bible school. So thanks to everybody.
I'll tell y'all, that was just so wonderful. That's paying it forward. And it's just, I'll tell you what, and I made a joke about this the Saturday of the show, and Lord forgive me, but we paid the preacher for that great weather that we had that day.
Yes. Yeah, it was wonderful. I hope next year's just as nice. We got some, plans already in the works to have some better seating areas. There was a little concern with the food trucks, but the one got there later than we thought they would be. They still had great stuff.
Gosh, yeah.
Everybody loved it when they were there. And the guy from Fork and Spoon woke up with strep throat that morning.
Yeah.
He tried to find somebody to come in and take his place. But, I think everybody was happy with the food. And we've got the venue booked already. I'm signing the contract tonight and getting it over to the hotel. So people will be able to start booking hotel rooms next week. Okay,
which will be the week of
let's see, the
13th through the 13th. This is the matter of fact, everybody, I got the flyer right here. We'll delve into this here just in a little bit, but we got the flyers ready to distribute out to any of the shows that you may come to in this area. So we'll have a lot of these on the tables for our show next year. So. But a lot of people have already kind of communicated to me, when can we start booking our the hotel room for next year? I was like, y'all just cool your jets. I know y'all had fun, but we got things in place. But next week, definitely things will be inked up and probably ready for everybody to start start getting that host hotel. And I tell you, that was the folks at the Marriott. It was man. It was just, they made you feel at home, and the surroundings in that area. Just the lobby, the courtyard area back, that was between the hotel and the Clarence Brown Conference Center. That was just such a great place to, Friday night to hang out there, relax, and then after the show, of course, we all of us went to, and that's part of the fun after the show is everybody, you've pretty much made some new friends. You're meeting up with older friends that you've met at these shows for years, and we all kind of disperse on our different ways. And I know y'all went into Cartersville, for dinner. We went down the road we took 40. I think it was it was 45 to 50 that went down to the Sidelines Bar and Grill, and we had the patio to ourselves. And like I said, thank you Lord that we had good weather that day, and we was out on the patio. And when we got finished, we all migrated back to the host hotel, and I know Vicki and I, we stayed there till gosh, I don't know, 10 or 11, and it was getting late. I got a 9 o'clock curfew. I think, I think I turned into a pumpkin at 9:30. So
Yeah, we went. There were 6 of us went downtown. Trying to remember, it was a blur. Went downtown to eat. We got back to the hotel about 8:45, 9 o'clock. I was sawing logs. I did not hear the ice maker like I did the night before.
I remember, you made a comment about somebody tearing up the ice maker out there getting ice.
My friend Kevin, he was tearing up the ice maker.
Yeah,
I'll fix him. Yeah. And then the next morning, I have a question. Did you have any of the food at the hotel on Friday night?
I did.
How was it?
I did. Matter of fact, it was very good. I might add.
As you can tell, I didn't.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
If you get me within 10 foot of hot wings, I'm going to town on them. So, and I'm sure everybody that watches my videos will be like, "Yeah, Pappy ain't missed a meal. Trust me." But it was very good, Wayne. They were. And they kept coming in, checking on us and everything. Y'all need this, y'all need it. We're fine.
Good.
And which I'm not a I haven't drank any type of mixed drink beer, anything like that in 4 or 5 years now. But I know, having a bar, which, they had the bar in the lobby. I know that was cool, and that kind of lightens up the atmosphere as well. I mean, I can live with it, I can live without it. But that was, in the years past, they were always kind of like you was having to sneak it in with your red Solo cup. But being able to have an open carry in the lobby, I know that that really helped lighten the mood as well.
Yeah,
so
it was a lot of fun. Typically, when we had it in Smyrna, I would go home after the hospitality room, get up and get there early.
Yeah.
And never had a chance to hang out with people. And this year, unfortunately, I had to come back home to get something that didn't work right with a file transfer. So I had to come back. And get something else. But so I didn't get to hang out Friday night. But Saturday night was fun. Next year, going to be up at the hotel, on Friday night and be able to hang out some.
Yeah.
But I just want to say again, thanks to everybody. I mean, it was a blast. It really was.
Yep. Without all these folks that that comes to the show and they spend their time, spend their money, and and I've heard nothing but just great things from everybody that came to the show. I've had people you always hope and you keep your fingers crossed that you crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. But the complaints this year, I didn't hear one. Yeah. It's just been, we can't wait till next year. And I tell you what, I'm counting down the days as we speak. I know Sunday we had and this is to have a show this scale like the ACME Southern NATS is for it to come through as well as it did. People think, well, how long did it take you? We started planning the day after the show. Yes. I mean, and last Sunday we had our kind of our post ACME meeting, which was our monthly meeting that's on schedule anyhow. But we started talking and planning for it next year. So that's how. And one thing that I did hear, Wayne, from some folks, and I mean, it's a big statement for what people that did come down to the show are saying. We lost the GSL. The GSL is a show that's a thing of the past, but everybody's saying that with the new venue, the new host hotel, that the ACME Southern Nationals could very well be the next closest thing to the GSL, replacing the GSL. And I'm like, okay, well, let's cross that next hurdle.
Yeah. No.
But thank everybody that said that.
Yes. I every year I'm amazed by the build quality. that
Man.
I really didn't get to go around and see a lot of the models, except when the awards were presented.
Yeah.
And I was just there, and it was fantastic seeing what was there, and I can only imagine what I didn't get to see.
Yeah. That was.
But it seems like every year this stuff gets better and better,
Don't it, man?
and that's fun. That's fun to see that. The people that won deserved to win.
Right, right. And big congratulations to all the top 10 winners this year, as well as the other awards that were handed out. They're very well deserved. And I mean, some of my close friends walked up to that stage, and I tell you what, that I'm already planning next year. Next year's builds, which next year's for the 2024 ACME Southern Nationals, our theme next year is going to be 60 years of Corvette. 60 years of Corvette. Come on, Pappy, get. I'm still drunk from that this last show. 60 years of the Mustang and pickup trucks. So our themes for that those two will be next year's. What's going to be on the table. So y'all get your Mustangs and get them built up. Get any type of pickup truck. Slam it, raise it, pro street it, pro tour it, do it to it, and put them on the tables.
Yeah, I've got a couple that, I start with great intentions, and then it's like, whoa. So
crap. Matter of fact, I'm going to move over just a little bit. There's a 55 F100. That's about all I'm going to, now let me block it. I'm already working on mine as we speak. So
cool. I do want to mention, I know we were going to talk about a couple shows that are coming up.
Yep.
I want to mention that weather permitting, ACME will be at the Savoy this weekend for their second collection car show of the year. That's a great thing to see. There's 300 cars registered. We'll be there, and we'll be doing a make and take for the kids. And it's just, if you get a chance, come out. Rain date, if they have to cancel it. It hasn't rained in the Atlanta metro area
in a while.
Middle of October.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about a chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. But if it does rain, it'll be the 18th, which then keeps me from going to what you're going to talk about.
Yep, which we're going to hit on that right now. We're talking about if you come into any of the local shows in the Southeast region, the next show that I will be attending, as far as me and two or three other of my ACME club members, we're going to the, I hadn't got a flyer on me, but it's the Middle Tennessee IPMS show in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on November the 18th. I will be there along with some of my other YouTube friends, and as well as my ACME club members. We'll be having, I'll have these flyers readily available. So if you want to grab one of those, stop by, see me. I'll have them on the table outside right there. The next show that I will be will be attending will be the South Carolina Modelers Association's 17th annual Hope It Don't Snow show contest on January the 20th. This is the flyer for it. I'll hold it right here, and if y'all want to pause the video a little bit, y'all can read that. The address for the Hope It Don't Snow show is at the Marriott, another Marriott. And I'll tell y'all what, if y'all hadn't been to this show, go to it. It's the same quality hotel. Love going to this one. I know, didn't y'all stay up there last year, Wayne?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
I thought y'all did.
Yeah.
But it's at the Marriott Hotel, 299 North Church Street in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And it's, you can go up there, you can stay. The possibility of it snowing is, it's January, what's it going to be? Yep, we're getting snow. But you can it's a good, good night stay over. 3 hours for me, which I live on the west side of Atlanta, so it's about 3.5 for me. It's good. I get up early and take off and grab me a donut and a cup of coffee, and I'm up there before I know it. But we'll have the flyers up there for that as well at the Hope It Don't Snow show.
It's a great
then show. Moving forward into February, I think that's how far I'm going to carry that one out a little bit further than that. we'll be at the JaxCon show down in Jacksonville, Florida, February the 20. I want to say February 24th. That's a 2-day show. Boy, I cannot believe I'm not prepared. Let's see. February, golly, I ain't even that far ahead. Yeah, I think it's the 23rd and the 24th. I have to double check on that, but don't hold me to it. But we'll definitely have flyers down there for that. So anybody that's in that area, stop by, say hello. I'll put a flyer in your hand, and we'll have just as much fun there as we did at this year's 2023 ACME Southern Nationals. And Wayne, I tell you one other thing. I know I tell you, we were talking about the top 10 winners just a minute ago. And one of the things I want to challenge a lot of my viewers, and as well as anybody that when I go to these any of the shows, I want to start challenging people to parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, what have you. If you have any children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, what have you, put a model kit in their hand. Open up a new experience for them, because this year I want to start these moving forward on these shows. I want to start seeing more of the youngsters, right. As far as the youth and the young adults start getting into this hobby. I mean, I am 60 years old, and I have been building. I know we talk about this all the time, Wayne, but I'm 60 years old, but I'm still a 10-year-old at heart, and I love sitting. I mean, y'all can tell I sit here and I lose myself, but I want to see more of the kids start to building and entering the shows. It's not about. It's not really about going up there and collecting an award or anything like that. I like seeing the smile on these kids' face when you hand them a model kit and they sit there. And I seen this happen at the Host Hotel. A parent and a son sitting there building one of the make it take it models, and that was just heartwarming to me. And I was like, that's going to be an experience that child's going to remember. And for him to take it and put it maybe on a table one day and it win an award, or have it photographed for Scale Auto Magazine. I got to throw a plug in for some of our sponsors this year's show. Yep. And Model Car Magazine, I tell you, it just, man, when I walk up and I see we want to photograph your build, I'm like, yes, that's icing on the cake for me right there. Right. So
yeah, it's that I said, in the beginning, there was one thing where we didn't meet the expectations that we had, and that was that we had no junior model entries. Mm-mm. We have a big thing that if you put a model on display, you need to be there. Mm-hmm. And so unfortunately, we didn't have any, and we're already talking about ideas on how to do that. We're experimenting with some different kits. This weekend is make and takes, and I should have had one here. Wait a minute, hold on. It just so happens,
bam,
that we have several different styles. This is from Airfix, and it goes together like Legos. It snaps together like Legos, and they end up very, very nice kits.
Oh goodness! I know a lot of my viewers are going to be like, "Pappy needs to build one of them," because everybody's like Snappy Pappy. I'm like, okay, but maybe I do need to get one of those and build it. So,
well, yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll have a deal club thing. Build one of these kits, paint it, detail it. I don't know. We're just crazy enough to do something like that. But hey, I'm going over on time, I know. So, but man, I really again appreciate you doing this. Don't want to keep repeating myself, but to everybody that came to the show, everybody that volunteered, everybody that helped, thank you so much for making our show what it was this year. It was fun, and I'm looking forward to having even more fun next year.
Me too.
Planned.
Me too. I'm planning on next year getting me and Vicky probably going to get us a room next year, and just we're gonna stir it up and make it even a heck of a lot more. Maybe I might even, well, I tell you what, Vicky, how she contributes to it. Of course, we had a lot of great spouses that you know, they really helped out dramatically with, you know, the show as far as the registration, things like that. Vicky loves to take some of the wives that comes in, and there was about 5 of them that went shopping that day.
Good.
So I'm sure the revenue for Bartow County, Cartersville area went up a little bit because she was out there. She was taking these ladies shopping. So I know that they had a great time doing that. But they were good also in orchestrating, you know, the after show events, you know, with where we were going to eat and, you know, and taking care of that. So, but thanks to all the wives. Without y'all, man, y'all don't know what we would be doing without y'all. But
well, I think axe throwing might be on next year's agenda.
Who again?
Axe throwing.
Oh yeah.
Some axe throwing out there.
I know we talked about that the other day. I'm like, I don't know if y'all want to see me throw an axe.
No. Yeah.
Wayne, thank you for coming on tonight. I've had a blast. If anybody if y'all have any questions, feel free down in the comments. Drop us some questions. I will at the next ACME meeting coming up in I think December. If there's anything that we didn't cover tonight, if there's anything that we can improve on the 2024 ACME Southern Nationals, let us know. I mean, if it ain't broke, you know, why fix it? But if we don't know, you know, how can we improve? But let us know down there in the chat, and we'll see what we can do. We'll bring it up at the meetings, and then maybe next year sometime, I'll have this fella sitting right here or right here. I don't know which side. You're on this side right now. I pointed the last time you was over at this, but you was sitting on that side. So, but I'm glad to have you in here, Wayne. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Kevin.
And I'll get you here just in a minute. But folks, I'll probably do some updates this week on some bills and things like that. But if I don't see y'all before Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. You too, Wayne. Don't eat too much. You know, I like carrot cake, so.
Okay.
Anyhow, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy and Wayne out of here.
Take care.